Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in previous session we discussed about the locators in Selenium. So we discussed about the ID. Let me take it. ID, name and class name. We already discussed about this. How you can use while performing the actions on the web elements. Today we will going to see the tag name, link text and partial link text. The CSS selector in XPath. This is a customized strategy. So we will going to cover this in next session, but today we are going to cover this. Okay, so let's start this. So we are already automating with this particular application. So today also I'll going to take the same. Okay, it's already open. So let me log out from here. So now we have to see the tag name. So how you can use the tag name and what is the tag name? First, I will show you that what we are calling as tag name. So here, see in this, let's expand this. So if we click on this username, okay. So the username input, this is an input. So this is one tag name. For example, if we see the tag name for password, so this is one tag name of the password. And for login button, this is one tag name type as input. So all these three tag name is input. We always make sure that we identify the unique identifier. Okay, we cannot go with the one which is already there. As you can see that here for all these three input are tag name. I will show you one by one. Even I will showcase you that what happened when you are using the same tag name for multiple same and interacting with multiple web elements. Okay, so let's take an example of sending the sending the username with tag name. So driver dot find element by dot, here we have to use the tag name. Okay, and what will be the tag name? As we already seen that the tag name is input, then dot send key, and what we are sending the username value, and that username value is this. Okay, so this is the tag name and the tag name type is input type. So we are sending this. Okay. Now I will comment the previous one and let's run this. So we will see that what will happen. So it launched the browser and it's login into that. So it is successfully login with this tag name. Now driver.find element then password. Let's comment this and let's uncomment this. Now we will try to send the we will send the password here. So send password for 10. So here instead of by dot, we can say as tag name, and we'll take the value of the tag name as input. And we are sending the password like this. So let's see what will happen. See here. So this time your password is inserted in the username. Why this happened? This happened because we have, for all these three, we have a same type of tag name, that is all your input. So it is not able to identify that where actually it has to send the value, right? So it is sending whichever is finding first time. It means that username, first time it identified, it send the value there. So that's why I always told you that always use the unique identifier. So in this way, your automation script will not going to break. So this time this script is break. So let's fix this. We can revert our changes. Type send password value, name, send password value with tag name, and let's on comment this. This is so same you can use for button, but the same thing will happen. Okay, so now the tag name we understood. Now we will see the link text and partial link text. So how we can see that? For that we have to, what we have to do? We have to log in this particular website. So we'll take the username and we'll take the password of it and then perform the click action. So it is going to open a window here. So first we'll see that all these are the links where we can perform certain actions, like we can click on these links and then we can add to the cart or whatever it is actions we can perform. But first, this is a window which is coming after when we perform the click action on the login button. So we need a get window handle here to switch on this particular window. Then we can perform the certain operations, right? So we will write here switch to window. So how we can switch to window? So there is a method driver dot get window handle you can use. So driver dot get window handle, and you can store this in string is equal to your current string current window is equal to your driver dot get window handle. So you need this get window handle, and now what you have to do? You have to switch to that window. So there is a method called switch to. Okay, so driver dot switch to dot where window. Window, which window? You have to switch to current window. So you can pass as current window. Okay, right? So this is complete. Once this application will switch to window, it should publish some message. We can say that able to switch to current window. So this message we can publish once it is successfully switched to the current window, right? Then after, what you have to do, once this application is switched to current window, so perform the click action on any of the link. So we have to check the tag name of this particular link. So how we can check? We need to do the inspect of it. So let's see here. So here it is saying that, see, first of all, one more thing I wanted to let you know, that whenever there is a link, the tag will always be an anchor tag. Anchor tag in the sense like this, see, you can see as A, and then it is providing the link. So link always considered with the anchor tag, right? Now we have to click on this particular link. So we can click based on the link text. So driver dot find element by driver dot find element by dot link text, and you can provide the value of that link text dot click. So this you can perform. After that, you can print that able to click on link. This message can publish. Okay, so we will see that how we can use the link text here. So let me run this. Browser open, login, and then click on the particular link. So this is successful. Okay, so able to click on the link. Now we seen that how we can use the tag name, then how we can switch to the any window, and we also seen that how we can use the link text. Now next we will see that how we can use the partial link text. So basically, let's consider this, or let's understand this, that what is the meaning of the partial link text. So as by its name, it is defining that partial value you have to give. Okay, you have to give to the partial value to the locator to identify it. So that is your partial link text. So we will going to see with that also. Here you can use as partial link text like sauce. You can give as sauce. Sauce lab. Back. Let's give the name as bike. This you can provide. Click on. Let's comment this. Skip with this. And comment this too. And comment. Able to click on partial link. Okay. So going to run this. So it's click on this based on the partial link text. And what message is here? Able to click on partial link. So this is successful. Okay. So we understood that how we can use these locators to identify a web element position. Now there is one more thing I wanted to let you know, that see, if in a page or in a window, if I have multiple links, so if I want to know that how many links are there, so how I can know about this? So I can get the link list details or count of those links. So how I can do that? So I can do with this way. So I can store that. First, driver.find a partial link. Okay. I want to see that how many links are there related which is having the sauce. So let me open that first. Let me inspect, navigate here. Then let me copy the first word of it, sauce. Okay. And provide here. That's it. And this I can store in a list. Type web element. Web element list is equal. I can store here. And this list will going to return multiple web elements. So see, earlier we were using the find element. Now we are using the find elements. Why? Because find element will work with single web element, but find elements will work on multiple web elements. So when you are seeing that find elements, it will return a particular detail of a web element. But when we talk about the find elements, it will return the list of web elements. Okay. So this is really very important, and the difference between find element and find elements is an interviewer favorite question. So just keep in mind these points. Now let's print this. So how you can print? So you can say list is equal to plus list. So list, there is a method of it, list.size. You can use this to print this. So it will going to print the size of this particular list, that with the name of the source, how many links are there. So let's run it. List 0 by system println labs backspace. Comment this. Don't perform the click action here. Okay. Anything? Actually, we perform the click action, so that's why it's not identified that. Now let's see again. So see here, it gives us list as 5. So let's see with source because we are using the partial link text here. We have used um, partial link text here. So whatever the matching link which is related to the source, it is giving the list size of that. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5, it gives you the count as 5 which is having the source word. Partial link text, okay, but it ignored this. Why? Because this particular link don't have the source word. So in this way you can check for the links. I hope this video helpful for you. See you soon in the next video where we will going to cover about our CSS selector and XPath. So thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep watching and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.